What's up, guys? Andrew Acevedo here, back with another video. We are here for another Mets video. We are here for a pretty big rumor. John Palmarosi was on Hot Stove this morning discussing kind of his inside information about like Justin Turner, Lindor, and Nolan Arenado, and he laid a bombshell on us saying that the Colorado Rockies want to engage the Mets on Nolan Arenado and prefer to trade him to the Mets. Again, initial reaction to that, I was like, please, that's a top 10 player in the game. He's one of my favorite players in the game, and I don't care about the Coors effect. He's the best defensive third baseman. Yeah, I said he's better than Matt Chapman. The Platinum Gloves will say so, and you're going to say, oh, Chapman's got a couple. Arnold has like 3, and he's been the best defensive third baseman for longer, and he's the best third baseman in the game, in my opinion. After the show, he did tweet this out. Sources: the Mets are very much more realistic suitor for Nolan Arenado than the Dodgers. I listed a few reasons on MLB Network why, but it's also true that the Mets have priorities ahead of Arenado. Read George Springer at the moment. Obviously, the Mets are trying to get George Springer and or Trevor Bauer, but this could be a fallback option. Let's say if they do not get Nolan Arenado, you can bring in George Springer, you can bring in Nolan Arenado. Look at some of Nolan Arenado's numbers over the past couple years. Last year, not the greatest year for Nolan offensively. 250 average, 8 homers, 26 RBIs, OPS at 738 with a 303 on base and a 434 slug, OPS plus of 84. For his career, he's got a career OPS of 890, 541 slug, and a 394 OPS average, career 293 hitter. Again, every time you say Nolan Arenado, you think of his home-road splits, because obviously Coors effect, and Coors Field's a great hitter's park. Here is his splits for his career. At 543 games at home, he's a career 322 average, a OPS of 985. He's hit 136 career homers, drove it in 461, an OPS plus of 120. And you look at his road numbers, and 534 games, he has a average of 260, OPS is still 793, slug 471, 322 on base, 99 homers, and 299 RBIs. Obviously, there's going to be a drastic drop. The ball flies in Colorado. Obviously, the home run numbers are not as bad as, not as big of a difference. It's about 40 homer difference from a home and away. The average obviously tanks close to 50 points. That's a problem. But for me, if you're giving me a 270 hitter who's going to hit 30 homers a year, maybe 280, 300 hitter, maybe 270, 280 hitter, OPS staying around 800, maybe the adjustment period, maybe this year, maybe it's a slower year this year, and then adjusts next year, and then gets back to being Nolan Arenado offensively. And then the other thing we talk about Nolan is he has an opt-out. He has an opt-out after this season if he chooses. If you have a common brain cell and you're just looking at the baseball market, he's not opting out of this deal. If he stays in Colorado, 100%. He's opting out to get the hell out of Colorado. If you look at this market today, and you look at the market just in general the last couple of years, guys, he's going to be 30 this year. He's going to turn 30 years old. Guys who hit that number don't get the numbers they're used to. And he's not just going to take away $199 million just to say goodbye, to risk it and not get that. Could he get that? Potentially. But in this marketplace, we still don't know if there's going to be fans in the stands this year. So that could be a second year of potential. Obviously, the vaccine has come out. So, we'll probably get some kind of fans, maybe not max capacity, but at least some revenue. Teams probably still aren't going to spend probably for the next couple years. And if no one's just going to throw away $199 million for the next six years, yeah, that's a no from me. It's $190+ million remaining on his deal from Colorado. And obviously for the Rockies, they can sign Trevor Story, which I don't understand. Whatever you do, you pick Trevor's younger, I guess you can say that, but you trade your superstar to sign your superstar, and then in 2 years later, if you develop another one, it's going to be the same. So, like, well, whatever. Colorado needs to rebuild. And SNY tweeted out a couple of mock trades. One of these is, I don't know how the hell they'll take this, but that's maybe barring that they'll take the full contract on. SNY proposed the first one is the Mets obviously get Nolan Arenado, and the Dodgers, or the Rockies, would acquire Jerry's Familia, reliever, terrible 1 year left, like $10 million. JD Davis, good young offensive third baseman to replace Nolan Arenado, and pitching prospect Josh Wolf. I think Josh is like our number 7 prospect in our system. Good right-handed pitcher. I think we drafted him. I think it was this year. No, last year, because this year's was JT Ginn they drafted. But Josh Wolf, good little prospect, good right-handed pitcher. Starter got him in last year's draft. Again, if that's what they want, and that's probably taking on the Mets will take the full 190 million, no money retained, coming over from the Mets. So the Rockies get a young pitching prospect, they get a replacement third baseman, and they just take some money back with a $10 million deal with Familia. It's only 1 year left, and then he's gone. Josh Wolf is our number 9 prospect in our system. Then the other one, which has been what most Mets fans are hoping is somewhat the built of the trade. The Mets obviously get Nolan Arenado. The Rockies would acquire Robinson Cano's 2 years at like $40 million left on his deal. Brandon Nimmo, as much as, that hurts me. It's my dude. Brandon Nimmo and a prospect. They have Brett Beatty. That's our number 2 prospect and our number 3 behind Francisco Alvarez and Francisco Alvarez. Beatty was a first-round pick last year the year before from Brody's, and that's maybe different now with the new GM and Alderson. Sandy trade all Alderson's picks. I would not advise trading all of Brody's picks, but potentially has less, confidence and less love to this prospect, and maybe you can flip him. And if you're getting Nolan Arenado, he's going to be here for 6+ years. You got your third baseman for the future, technically. What would I prefer? I would prefer maybe throwing 2 lesser prospects, maybe a Mark Ventos if they want a third base prospect back, and a Thomas Kopecky. Hell, even Josh Wolf. If you want to go 3, maybe look at some lower end guys. The Mets farm system is not that great. You look at guys that like Frank Kilome, who played in this year, is not good. It's just a lot of young, like single A guys. There's not really a guy you're like, all right, he's close. Like, after you drop off the top 5, I would say, of prospects, it's really just pick your poison. It's not thick. It's very thin, star-wise. But let's say instead of Beatty, you can try to get him maybe 2 or 3 prospects of lesser value. I would try to keep Beatty as possible. But if Beatty is the deal, then that will break the back to get the deal done. I'm making the deal. I'm making sure in the deal he's not opting out, which I don't expect. If he goes to a contender, which if the Mets can contend next year, I do not expect him to opt out. But that would probably write that in the contract that he's not opting out. But obviously, we could see if he push it back a couple of years or whatever. But for me, what I'm offering, if I'm doing the Cano deal, which they're gonna kind of equal the money at, which I have to give a little more, I'd give him Nimmo. I'd fight for JD or maybe even Dom. I know most Mets fans don't want to trade Dom, but I think Dom will bring the value up on the Mets side. So maybe you don't have to give as many prospects if you give up Dom, because Dom really doesn't have a position. Obviously, the Mets don't have the DH this year. Well, most likely don't have the DH, and I'm kind of tired of getting guys out of position. Nimmo can be a left fielder and actually be a solid defensive left fielder. Dom is kind of expendable. Not expendable. I would fight for JD and Cano, but again, it's just trying to fight. Mark Ventos would definitely be in the deal. Maybe a Thomas Kopecky. I would try to package Wolf and Kopecky. I'd probably do a combination of the both deals of the guys between maybe not Familia, but like Cano being the big piece, and then Davis, Wolf, maybe a Kopecky. If maybe they want to, I don't even if they would want a Tomas. Not Thomas Nina, but like somebody. Maybe a reliever. If they want a guy like, I don't even know. Who would they even want? It's just the Mets, again, if they can get the Cano deal off the books, that is tremendous. And upgrading from Cano to Arenado, that would be a major upgrade for the Mets. So that's my take on the Nolan Arenado rumors. I would love it. I posted on my Instagram story. Follow me at Andrew_Acevedo15. That's what I want for Christmas. That would be amazing. I love Nolan Arenado. He's one of the top 10 player in baseball. In my opinion, he's top 5. But everyone yells the advanced stats hate him. I don't care about advanced stats that much. But leave in the comment section below. What do you guys think of the Nolan Arenado to the Mets rumors? Leave down in the comment section. What are your mock trades for the Mets acquiring Nolan Arenado? Leave in the comment section below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn the notification bell on so you never miss an upload for MLB, Mets news, and NHL content coming soon. Doing division rankings per previews for the 2021 season. Still waiting for the official announcement of the January 13th date. Leave that in the comment section below too. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.